Take one.
Take 1 million. So, tricky fins from Uncarved block. Tricky fins from Uncarved block. What you're looking at here, folks, are some fairly large screw-on holds. None of them are bolt-ons, although admittedly they all could actually be bolt-ons if they wanted to be. 6 holds for your climbing enjoyment. The first one, 3 screw holes, easy 2 pads, beautifully scooped, lovely radius. Just these are like screw them onto your 45. I'll say it now, it's actually a really kind of a pisser that these aren't actually bolt-ons. There's so much urethane on these guys that they should be bolt-ons. Screw-ons is a crime for shapes like these. Absolute crime. Number 2, how many pads do you think? 2, 2.5 with the radius, or this way, which is 2, 2.5 radius. The only thing you've got to look at is the difference in which way you set it. All of them are going to make just completely mental pinches. This way up, bomb-proof pinch, very slopey. Other way up, not so good. Look where my thumb is. Uncarved block logo. Number 3, again, great big, like, I'm trying to think of a set of holds I've ever seen that are this big that are screw-on, and I don't think I can think of any off the top of my head. No, there's no other screw-ons that are actually this big, and this, the word for it is meaty. The meatiest, the meatier, the meatiest screw-ons that I've ever seen, ever. Number 3, not quite so meaty, just meat. Still a fairly big hold. Pad on the good area, but you know, you're technically looking at 2 pads because there's so much. These things are so round, they should almost be balls. They're absolutely ridiculous. Even on the small ones, you've got the inset Uncarved block little logo, but these guys, oh god, you know, pad all the way across 4 fingers. They're going to be so much fun to climb on. Number 5, 2 pads to curves in. These guys actually have a real curve to them. Nothing too bad, but like to a pad where you want to get 4 fingers. Really beautiful. Like, these are so really nice and ergonomic and just round. I've looked for words deep in my soul and online. I can't find a word that actually describes how round these things feel. For screw-ons, these are the roundest, most comfortable screw-ons you're ever going to find. And it's not a light screw-on by any way, shape or form. These guys are actually pretty heavy. We move on to the last one, number 6. We're just tripping now. Number 6 of the tricky fins, which is actually a very good name for these guys, although I don't see them being tricky, although they are fins. You are looking at 2 easy 2 pads, beautiful. Like, I don't know what it is with Uncarved block holds. They always have this radius that just feels, maybe it's just my fingers and the way I hold them, but just a nice radius to them, you know, even for a screw-on. And let's face it, this is a bolt-on, not a screw-on. Like, where I'm grabbing it now, 4 fingers, pad and a half, my thumb, yet again, is on the Uncarved block logo, which is not where I'd want the Uncarved block logo. I'd rather they did the little, you know, the little kind of indented logo rather than the big inset, especially on holds. When I say this small is actually probably a Other companies, medium. You know, these guys, I don't know where they're classed on the Uncarved Block website, but this is definitely a medium-sized hold. This is screw-on. I'd rather it be a bolt-on. That's the way it goes. They're the tricky fins from Uncarved Block. Screw-ons that should be bolt-on. I know exactly where I'm setting them. They're going straight on the 45 because they're actually that big and that round and that friendly. It could be the friendliest warm-up route on the 45-degree route, 45-degree wall that we've ever seen. Peace.